Any questions?
Peter, it's ready.
Yes, ready.
Great presentation, by the way. I like it. I've been looking for something like this for a minute. Question on the different resources. Oftentimes when I'm out there talking to realtors or buyers, it'd be helpful to have a list of all the websites or where people can actually go and register or apply for every one of these programs. Can we add that to the slide, perhaps?
Yes, I'll share this slide after the training is done. And I don't know if you guys have this Excel sheet available. If you don't have this, information, please reach out to Brenda. She'll send you the link.
Yeah,
And
because I think it's very important. I could see myself using this presentation, either customizing it or making it my own when I'm out there, like talking to realtors. I think this is great, and it's, if we can add that additional resources just to provide people with the links and websites. I think that would be helpful for me at least.
so I'm invited to speak at one of the nonprofit organization in July after I gave this presentation deck. I sent this PDF I emailed all the nonprofit organizations in LA County, and I received 3 invitations. And I think it's easier win by informing these people that loan programs can combine. And as long as we don't touch the 750 or higher sales price condominium or townhouses, we don't have to worry too much. And surprisingly, nobody wants to do that kind of a small loan amount or little ones. Everybody wants to $1 million transactions, right? Look at Orange County. The population density has been increased higher than ever before. But LA County, on the other hand, is shrinking so fast that government agencies are dying to give away $161,000. If you combine Greenline and LIPA together, it's $196,000 total asset that you're just handing over. So easy to sell. I don't know if you remember Rosemead down payment assistance programs giving away $200,000. That was very easy to sell. Ontario too, $120,000. When these questions come asking for what other products we serve, that's when we use this Excel sheet and show which city product that we also carry, like City of Garden Grove, Anaheim, and Ontario, and Norwalk. But we don't have to talk about these because they're the ones that's being served by other agencies and companies as well. So don't talk about these unless it is asked. All 4 of them, when you Google search, you'll find out this is where Giving Tree shines the most. So if you sell these 4 and a mobile home product at the same time, it'll be easier wins because there's none. At least I haven't seen any companies carrying all and the mobile home product at the same time. Any other questions?
For Greenline, it's 3% minimal contributions.
Yes.
If they stack them with LIPA or MIPA, can that be considered as a contribution at 2%?
No.
No.
It'll be
Okay.
3% if you combine.
Okay.
So 3% is very reasonable. It's because you got to put some EMD, right? So when I do the presentation in person, although this LIPA, MIPA, HOP says 1% or buyer's own contribution, I don't usually focus too much about these. I immediately just say FICO score at 700 because we all know DTI has to be at 50% to increase the possibilities, and the down payment assistance, the contribution amount at 3%. So one may ask, is this only for conventional? No. HOP can use FHA product. If you understand how to run the DTA, the DPA product DU findings using these matrices, then you don't have to be sorry. And a lot of loan officers are using expired or TBD scenario DU findings, right? If you are delivering customized 17 to 20 different DU findings for these group of agents, that's another win. Because I'm taking another purchase file from elsewhere. It was a counter offer by one of our listing agents that I was working with. And I told the listing agent that the DU findings that he provided to me didn't have a proper HOA figures. Why is this HOA subject property showing 395? On the DU finding, it showed only 150. And we asked for second and the third revision, and that loan officer failed all 3 times. So I just CC'd the buyer, or the listing agent CC'd the buyer agent, informing that agent that he will not work with this purchase buyer if the loan officer this loan officer is going to originate the loan. It doesn't understand, and it doesn't seem to understand why this person is doing it, wasting everyone's time. So I don't want any of us to make the same mistake. But at the same time, if you don't need to do it, even though it takes about 5 to 10 minutes more than regular purchase offer or lender package preparation, do it. So you don't have to touch it again. A lot of people go back and forth. They try to just skip through the process and they end up coming back to the file after immature file review. But don't do it. Review one at a time and create a checklist, apply the process of elimination, and then you move on. All you need to do is a follow-up, right? So put that into a habit and apply. And with this one, I wanted to highlight, I'm seeing that we are beat up by the HSBC Bank giving away $25,000 and Bank of America giving away $10,000. So if you're dealing with $600,000 loan amount, just raise the rate up to 7%, maximize the rebate, give away $10,000 to $15,000 as a lender credit and win. As they do it, we can also do it. Intentional approach is when we sell, right? We just need the 6 months of a cooling period. And surprisingly, most of them who apply for the green line and this, $10,000, you can also win. Intention is to win, not to make money right now because rates are just fluctuating too much. But if the intention is to collect more leads, more borrowers, this is another win that you can say. This is another presentation that you can add on top of what we talked about, because Giving Tree can submit as a non-delegated, which means you can charge origination and get rebate. Just when you run the loan sifter, add 0.625 on top of what you already see. Subordination add-ons don't apply on the loan sifter right now. So just keep that in mind when you run so that you don't have to accidentally give out a rate that's, doesn't make any sense. Any other questions? Okay. I have a few announcements. First is to change the meeting time from 9:45 to 9 a.m. starting next week. And let's give it a try for the next 30 days and see how it goes. And the reason behind it is, as I'm reaching out to realtors for the team meetings, their team meetings are starting at 10 and 10:10. For me to show up to those meetings, as most of you guys will also go through the same, issues, let's do the meetings a little bit earlier. And if we need to cut down the meeting to maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes, that's totally fine too. Intention of today's meeting or Tuesday meeting is to inform where we are at, which direction we're going to take, so that we have some information, decks to spread out, right? It is easier to send 100 emails on the listings on Zillow and Redfin than meeting in person. But it is the worst case if we are not available because of a team meeting or because of any reasonings. Even though they didn't welcome us, even though they didn't invite us, we need to be ready to just walk in. For some of you working in the office, at least 3 to 5 times in a week, account executives randomly just walk in. They don't care our schedules. They don't care where we are and what we do. They just walk in and sit around until they find one of us or have time to talk. If we do that right now, we'll be able to win faster than, I guess, any time. Thank you for hopping on. Next week, we'll be starting at 9 a.m. So if you have any questions, concerns, or feedbacks, please reach out to me directly, okay? Have a great day, guys. Thank you. Bye. So DTI goes up to 55% now, right? So that's where this running AUS comes into play.